Alright, so 2-minute Tanya tidbit for today. So in the previous two chapters, we defined what a tzaddik and a rasha is. We explained that a tzaddik is somebody who has no bad within him, or at least it's totally nullified to the good, and doesn't express even its desires to do a sin or ever go against God. As opposed to a rasha is somebody who actually is able to fall through, he actually does sin sometimes, and either he fixes it up and he does tshuva, or somebody who doesn't even have a desire to do tshuva, different levels of a tzaddik and a rasha. In chapter 12, which we're starting today, Parakut Beis, the Alter Rebbe is going to define who is a beinoni. And he explains that a beinoni is somebody whose bad has never ever won over the good. Meaning that the three garments of the animal soul, the thought, speech, or action to do a sin, has never been able to control the godly soul. And therefore he's never come to actually do a sin. Rather, the three garments of the godly soul, the thought, speech, and action are totally for God and His Torah entirely. And they were never expressed ever in something which is against God or His Torah. And so therefore he is somebody who has never done a sin before, and he never will do a sin in the future. And this is his definition. He's somebody who never or will never do a sin. That's the end of today's Tanya. Now, just to clarify the last point that we said, that he never did a sin or never will do a sin, obviously this doesn't exclude anybody who has ever done a sin before from becoming a beinoni, because obviously there's the idea of tshuva, then you can always repent and you can even become a tzaddik. So what does this mean? Is that right now in your current state, it's not relevant that you would ever come to do a sin. Meaning right now it's a crazy idea which is totally removed from his mind. In this present state he would never come to do a sin, and so too about the past, he's in a state that he fixed up everything from before, and right now it's like he's in a state where the previous circumstances he had before that he fell through would never ever come again, and if he was in such a circumstance, he would never actually fall through to do a sin in the future. Because right now, at his moment, he's in a situation that he is not relevant to actually doing a sin in actuality. See you next time.